In this video, I'm gonna show you the comfiest way to use the samurai sword, which means no finger twisting combos, no flashy nonsense, just something that actually works. If I lost you along the way, make sure to check out my one-on-one video first. Alright, finger twister haters, here we go. For the samurai sword, there are 3 things I need you to do first. In the samurai skill tree, unlock Frost Moon for mid stance. In skill management, under common skills, enable Style Shift Flow. In Mystic Art, choose Sword of Salvation. Now let's talk about daily routine. No flashy, just effective. The first combo I recommend is Sword Key into Frost Moon, then Burst Break cancel. Why is this combo so good? Sword Key costs very little ki but deals a large amount of ki damage to enemies. Frost Moon costs 0 ki and can auto parry when timed right, but it has a long recovery. That's where Style Shift Flow comes in. You can use Burst Break to cancel Frost Moon's recovery. Now the whole combo becomes fast. This loop controls enemies' ki, costs very little of your own, has parry in the middle, and can be repeated quickly. When you push enemies into a wall and start looping this, it becomes a killer. Of course, there will be times when Frost Moon misses because of its short reach. When that happens, you have an alternative follow-up after Sword Key, that is Sword of Celerity. It costs more ki, yes, but it steps forward and keeps the pressure. So if Frost Moon can't maintain the contact, switch to Sword of Celerity once or twice just to stay close, then continue the loop. Next is Morning Moon. This one is simple. In low stance, do a quick attack, then follow with Morning Moon, then disengage. That is all. Morning Moon deals solid damage to both life and ki, and the low stance quick attack is fast. This move alone already maintains good pressure, while Morning Moon Impact adds extra damage, but it has a long recovery, so choose wisely. If you want to use something even faster, use Night Rain. Night Rain delivers 3 quick hits. It's not extremely powerful, but it's great when speed matters. What if you got a big opening and want heavier damage to both life and ki? There you have Shadow Sword followed by Light in Darkness. This combo works best when the enemy is committed or vulnerable. But as far as daily combat goes, Sword Key is still the best skill of Samurai Sword. Now let's talk about big damage and finishers. For that, I recommend Reverse Impact. Reverse Impact is your real heavy hitter. It has a long recovery, but you can cancel it with Burst Break. Use it when you have a one-hit opening, or as a finisher for certain combos, or after activating Living Artifact. When you need fast burst damage, Reverse Impact should be your first choice. Samurai Sword also has a very powerful tool against human enemies, that is Flowing Mist. Flowing Mist is a parry. If successful, it forces the enemy to the ground. Then you can follow up with Sword of Meditation for massive damage. Hold the button for maximum output. Flowing Mist requires timing, of course, but if you master it, you can dominate human enemies. If you're not comfortable with parries, or when fighting Yaokai where Flowing Mist doesn't work, just stick with the daily routine mentioned earlier. They are still extremely effective. Now let's talk about Art's Proficiency chin-ups. Since Art's Proficiency are a big part of Samurai's output, here are several combos I recommend. First combo, high stance strong attack, flux to low stance, quick attack into Morning Moon, then flux back to high stance, and repeat that. This loop deals good damage, tracks targets well, and makes flux 2 easier because you're shifting from high to low. It also builds Art's Proficiency efficiently. You can throw Reverse Impact into the mix as a finisher, or add Mid-Stance Sword Key for extra ki damage. There are times, especially against Yaokai, where their ki breaks and they're vulnerable, but your ki is about to run out too. In that situation, try this combo to deal some damage and regenerating your ki at the same time. Put Heaven Flash in high stance and Heaven Flash Lightning in low stance. Loop them with Flux. Even Flux 1 is enough. There's also a lot of things you can throw in mix, like Sword Key Frost Moon, like Night Rain, or even Sword of Meditation, depending on the situation. They all work. Now if you notice one thing, I saved the best for last. That is Severing Spin. Talk about multi-hits, talk about life and key damage, talk about auto parry, talk about a good arts proficiency chin-up. Severing Spin got them all. And on top of all that, it looks cool. A real no-brainer. Even destroys the game experience a little bit, if you ask me. So when it's getting rough, Severing Spin is enough. And that's the Samurai Sword skill setup I recommend. No flashy but dangerous combos, and you know what? Samurai Sword actually has a lot of them. No button mashing, just safe control and consistency. Hope this video helps. Good luck out there. Love you all.